Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here. Welcome to my review for the 5th episode in the Digimon Adventure Reboot. So this was a bit of a meatier episode as we finally delved into a bit of the mythology and core goals of the series. Not a ton of surprises, as much of it could kind of be inferred from foreknowledge of the original series and some of the general imagery and hints. But still, it was kind of nice to get the mythology laid down. There's still some mysteries and stuff we don't know, but we kind of know the clear mapping a bit and are starting to feel more of a firm basis. So we have Tai and Sora at the sort of celestial Digimon shrine they found last week, and Izzy's in the network world, and the celestial Digimon ghost thing starts communicating with them and kind of connects them all so they can hear the backstory all at once. And they're telling the backstory about the light and the darkness, Adam und Eva. No, that's a different show. The light and the darkness, kind of, in a way, just like the original series. There was a darkness that was attacking the digital world, and the light was pushing back the celestial Digimon and the holy Digimon and their allied warrior Digimon, which are clearly the original versions of the Digidestined Digimon, as Agumon like recognizes them and stuff and feels fired up. So just like in the original, you know, when the Digimon dies, they just get reincarnated, but it seems like they don't have their memories like they do in the original one, or maybe they'll get them back later, but they kind of know, you know, they have like a sense of it, but they don't remember everything exactly. It's just an emotion. So the 6 Digimon, the core 6 that aren't Gatomon and Patamon, are the reincarnations of those warrior Digimon, and we'll get to the Patamon of it all in a second, but they basically explained, you know, War of Light and Darkness, and sort of a contingency plan when the celestial Digimon were gone. We put the Digidestined in place to aid the warrior Digimon in stopping any future darkness, and surprise, surprise, the darkness is returned. They explain a little bit more about the network world, that it was basically the world, basically it's the internet. I think they just called the internet the network over there, but it's the internet. When the internet was created, it created this buffer world, and the danger is that, you know, if the darkness makes its way to the network world, it'll affect the human world just like it would affect the digital world. So kind of like the original series, but the reason being humans basically created this world connecting our two more concretely so that the effects of one will affect the other, and that's what we've been seeing with the glitches and stuff. And then Ogremon arrives with a bunch of Darugamon or Spidermons or whatever, and they're attacking, and same time Izzy's being attacked in the network world, and he's inside Waymon, which is also a classic Digimon character, who does not have a voice in this one. Maybe he didn't have a voice in the old sub, but in mine, in the dub, he had a voice. But no voice in this one. But they're being attacked, and so we have a battle scene. We get Kabuterimon's first evolution. He kind of got like a hybrid of the Insta-Digivolve that Greymon and Birdramon got at first, and that full sequence. It looked pretty cool. But he Digivolves, and then Birdramon and Greymon are Digivolved, not to their next forms, but they Digivolve to Birdramon and Greymon to escape the attack and escape the spider web and just escape in general. And they set their sights on this mountain where the Celestial told them that they'll find holy Digimon to help them, which I'm going to presume is going to be Gatomon and Patamon. And then they kind of end on a hint of Devimon, and that Devimon, you know, has Ogremon working for him, classic. And these little, like, Soundbirdmon seem to be functioning effectively, honestly, like Dark Rings and Black Gears. But instead of, like, controlling one Digimon, they kind of act like a Wi-Fi hack where it'll just control swarms of Digimon, and Izzy figures that out, that there was one of these at his attack and at Sora and Tai's attack, so that's kind of what they're using, and they just kind of like show Devimon in the shadows, and that he and Ogremon are using these little Soundbird dudes to take control of Digimon, which is why they're able to take control of them in such large numbers, because they make a point of how the spiders usually don't work together, so that was kind of neat. And then there's a hint at Mimi. We see Palmon popping her little head out, and then meeting up with Mimi. So that was kind of a cool hint, as again, very slow burn. Like this one just laid down the mythology, but we still have not really seen anything of Mimi, Joe, or hardly anything of TK and Kari as well. And I thought this was overall a very solid episode. Like I said, much of the reveals about the mythology is stuff we kind of knew or inferred, but it was nice to get it laid down. I like the idea of like the Digidestined Digimon kind of being these great warriors reincarnated, whereas like in the original they were just kind of Digimon created or made or gotten ready for the Digidestined. It just kind of gives it a little bit more of an epic feel. I kind of like the idea of having Patamon and Gatomon, who are always clearly special, being this little bit of special thing in this even more so, where they are kind of reincarnation of Holy Digimon, I'm going to presume, because she said to seek out the Holy Digimon. Now I'm going to presume that it's either going to be they find Patamon and Gatomon and they have also been reincarnated, or maybe they'll find like Seraphimon and Ophanimon, I think, is the humanoid Gatomon, the non-Magnetramon one, but they'll find them, and then maybe something happens where they get reincarnated, so they become TK and Kari's. But regardless, I think that's going to be the road to TK and Kari's Digimon. It could be a huge plot twist, and it's like Cherubimon or something, and he just introduces them to Patamon and Gatomon, but that's not a huge plot twist. But my point is I'm not sure what combination will happen, but I'm like 90% sure that'll lead us to Patamon and Gatomon, since they're different than the regular 6 Digimon. I liked the little hint at Palmon, and it seems like Mimi might have been there a little bit longer, kind of like Matt. I think we only saw her in one scene in episodes 1 and 2 when we just kind of checked in with everyone in the real world. Like we saw Joe sitting in class, I think we saw Mimi, but I think that was it, because we saw Joe a second time at camp, but I don't remember seeing Mimi again. So I'm going to assume, kind of like Matt, she's like a day or two ahead of everybody, and it appears based on the preview she's kind of established like a little, you know, protection service, kind of like the way she was with the Otamamon and stuff in the old series, which I think is cool. Again, I like the slow burn of that and the different roles. And I thought this was a solid episode, even if the like revelations weren't that shocking or anything. I just do like the mythology they're laying down. It's kind of a nice mix of something new and something original, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we go. And they definitely left it off on, even though we know the basis, that there's still stuff we don't know. Like Tai even says, we didn't get the full explanation before the attack happened, so there's going to be, you know, more explanations about stuff with the Holy Digimon and probably revelations. And they did mention, like, they hinted at Omnimon and how Agumon actually doesn't even remember going Omnimon, and that how they're going to reach a level beyond like their warrior forms. And my hope is that doesn't just mean Omnimon, and we might see some cool new forms. And it also kind of seems like we won't be getting necessarily Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon right away again, and that we're going to be working up to it. But yeah, solid episode. I would give it an 8. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy this episode and the new mythology that is laid down? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you get notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.